It might not be unusual that you might encounter a situation where your opponent is larger, more aggressive, has a bigger or heavier weapon. To recover from being beaten down to the ground slowly like he's cutting wood and try to regain the momentum of the fight, simple technique. It's very similar to our punch-down defense, where you've been punched down and you're going unarmed. The only difference is now we have a stick, which makes it a little bit easier, okay? If I'm standing here and Marty starts to really get aggressive and boom, he's having an effect, and I just can't withstand the pressure from his attack, all I want to do is remember the trick, elbow down. From here, the minute he strikes me, at the moment I decide to attack, wham, you're going to drive right in here to the peroneal nerve. Anywhere in here as hard as you can. So I'm just going from here, straight down. The minute that happens, you're going to push right down that 45-degree angle. Here's your first target as you start to get up. Wham! And then you're just going to continue to do whatever you need to do to regain control of the fight. Okay, so it looks something like this. What we're going to do now is we're going to talk about the use of the telescoping baton on the ground. There's some pretty decent ways you can use this to get people off you in a mount position, or certainly to neutralize them, to prevent them from continuing to hurt you while you're on the ground. And they don't require a full-on open. I mean, you can have a low velocity kind of just flop open where it's kind of like this, it hasn't locked open. That's not really what you're concerned about. What you're concerned about is just getting the weapon so that it's long. All right, right now, if I smash this, I mean, it probably would close because I just barely opened it. But that's all that's necessary, is just to get a long device. What we're going to do here is we all know that in this position right here, very difficult to get somebody off of you. The first thing I want to make sure I do is lock him in, or start to control by getting a foot on the outside of an ankle so that I can start to at least control him a little bit, okay? Now, I can force him to come down by bucking. I can keep him from, staying far away from me up here by just giving a little bit of a shove. I got him down here. I can buck and get him at least to control himself here. Now he's going to have to get up, or, as I showed you in my previous series, go to my face, but he's still going to have to stay relatively close down here to me. The first technique we'll do is we're just going to take this device, the bar, and I'm just going to sling my arm around here to the floating ribs, okay? I'm going to use the shaft of the weapon right here, okay? And all I'm going to do is, you can see here, extremely painful, all right? Very, very tender right here, even with my fingers, let alone the stick. Okay, now all I'm going to do is I'm going to use the off foot. I'm going to trap this leg. I'm going to use the off foot to kind of help push, and I'm just going to pull here. Pain avoidance. I'm going to create pain, and then I'm going to use that to kind of roll him over. Now, once I'm on top, okay, I'm going to come right to his face. I'm going to forget the stick because it's underneath him. It would be very difficult for me to get it into play. If we get into this situation where I've forced him up like this, I can regain the stick, and now, I'm back in control. All we're doing is applying pain to his rib cage as he gets on here. Again, maybe he's down here. All I'm going to do is trap him, and I'm just going to protect my face, obviously. I've got to prevent him from holding on to me while I buck. I don't want that to happen. So right as he mounts me, all I'm going to do is basically go to his outside. I'm doing that by basically just shoving him this way. Now, in order to be in control, he's going to have to come up. I'm not going to give him that chance. I'm going to come right to his ribs. And I can just manipulate him here. Okay, now I'm all of a sudden in the mount position. Where's the stick? Back here. Do I care? Absolutely not. I'm now in a position to control, etc. I don't have to worry about him getting a hold of the weapon because it's underneath him. All right? Yes. That's one technique. That's one technique to use. Another technique to use, if he comes down low on me and he starts to come in here, whatever, choke me, whatever, all I'm going to do is take the stick and I'm going to put it across the back of his neck. I'm not going to put it straight and pull him straight down to me, although that could negate things if I just hold him here. And I could easily make him remove his hands. Pull your hands and take him away, okay? But what more effective is, you all right? Yes. What's more effective is to go about the three-quarter position, about a 45-degree angle. Jerk him down. Bring him over. And again, I'm right here. I can either keep the stick or let it go. All I'm trying to do is use the pain of the weapon alongside of his neck. Now, a police officer in an officer survival situation could use this with a straight baton, going to the other side. If he carries his weapon in the offhand, same thing is true. Weapon side is right, maybe his asp is on the left, nothing changes. Flop it up here, and all I'm going to do is pull it down. Pull it down, and roll.
Now, you can also take your shoulder, put it right on his chin, his lower lip, or whatever, and basically just push against the stick. Prop that,